To everyone celebrating Kwanzaa. Like so many other holidays, we will be celebrating Kwanzaa a little differently this season in our home. We'll be doing it over Zoom. You know, my sister and I, we grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family and our extended family, we would gather around across multiple generations, and we tell stories. The kids would sit on the carpet, and the elders would sit in chairs, and we would light the candles, and of course afterwards have a beautiful meal. And of course there was always the discussion of the 7 principles. And my favorite, I have to tell you, was always the one.
Hey good people, it's Miss Coconut. How are you doing? I'm doing well. So we are in the season of Kwanzaa, right? That hits right after Christmas. And basically it is a type of celebration that helps you to feel connected with your community of African Americans, okay? This is a celebration that was created by a black man shortly around the time when they had the Watts riots in Los Angeles. And the creator was thinking of a way to bring black people together in a way that would heal them, okay? And personally, I like that because I think we need more togetherness. We need more pride in our culture. A lot of people feel like as African Americans on American soil, we don't have culture, you know? So anyway, the founder's name is Dr. Karenga. He is a professor of Black Studies at California State University. He created Kwanzaa in 1966, okay? So he did a little research and he combined some aspects of African culture with some American culture, and he came up with this holiday, okay? So the reason why we were talking about this is because Kamala Harris says she loves Kwanzaa, she's honoring and celebrating it, and that she grew up, you know, with her family celebrating Kwanzaa. I don't know if she did or not. I couldn't find anything on that. But trust and believe, this holiday has become very commercialized. And, you know, this is just like her wearing Timbs and her liking hot sauce and chicken or whatever. She's going to do whatever it takes to secure that black vote, okay? I do not believe for one moment that her and her non-black husband really care about Kwanzaa. I don't. I'm sorry. You can say what you want to say. Okay, so this celebration is normally held between December 26th to January 1st, and everyone on my timeline seems to be celebrating it. And you know, when you look at the principles, you know, I think it is a good way to celebrate this time, okay? So he, again, wanted to give blacks an alternative to Christmas. And we all know about the Christmas story and the real meaning behind the trees and the symbolism. I didn't even bother to do a video because I think most of y'all know that story by now. So, yeah. This was our alternative. He gave us 7 principles to live by, okay? And each day you light a candle and you celebrate the principle. So, for example, on day 1, you celebrate unity. And then each day you go throughout, like there's a day for building, maintaining, operating, and owning your own businesses and supporting those businesses, okay? And that is called cooperative economics, okay? And you go down the list until you get to the day of faith. And I think it's a beautiful thing. We have these beautiful African colors, right? You're lighting candles, you're decorating the home, and you're coming together as a family to discuss the principles and to have a feast or a dinner. And I think that's beautiful. Anyway, to my point on your vice president-elect, I don't believe that Kamala grew up on this principle. More so because it seems like her mother really took charge of rearing them, and they moved to Canada at some point, and the mom is like Indian. So I don't think the mom would have been caught up in trying to teach her daughters these principles in particular. And I don't know. The father was Jamaican, which, we know Garvey is the father of the Black conscious movement. So it's possible, but surely she should have probably some memorabilia or something that was passed down from her instead of using these props in the background. Speaking of props, because this is getting really popular, I think I saw some like white lady, chef lady, I forgot her name. It might have been Sandra Lee. She was doing a Kwanzaa cake, y'all. Okay, so they have now started to commodify this celebration holiday that is supposed to be solely for Black Americans, and now they're trying to get their piece of the pie. So if you do decide to celebrate, try to find Black-owned businesses that are preparing these items that you need, the candles, the candle holder, the different foods, etc. Okay, try your very best, at least to keep the money in the Black community, if you can, if you truly want to support the principles of this particular holiday. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This would not be a video if I did not have some type of crazy backstory. Because your girl wears a what? A tinfoil hat tiara. Okay? And so, here's the backstory. It is said that in 1971, Dr. Kwaanza was convicted and imprisoned and sentenced between 1 to 10 years in prison on the counts of felony assault and false imprisonment. Obviously there's a name, but someone accused him basically of tying her up and torturing her, okay? So the victim said that Kwaanza and some other men tortured her and another woman. They stripped them and beat them with an electrical cord, okay? And I'm not even sure why they were doing all of this. Maybe I think I read that they thought that these ladies were informants of some kind, and that it was some kind of political stuff behind it. And who really knows at this point, because this is, so many years removed. We only know what the internet tells us. But he definitely, was locked up for it. So we know that part is true, but we don't know why this went down. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I'm saying. I don't know why they were doing it. Because he was married at the time, and even his wife allegedly was involved in this torture of these women, okay? So lots of interesting information there. Now, they were saying kind of that maybe the women were trying to poison him. But you know how it is when you go to trial, the defense is going to try to bring it because they want to get their client off. So anyway, I said all that to say this. He definitely was convicted, okay? And people will say he's insane and a schizophrenic. And, they are saying he's like a radical Black nationalist. And they do say a lot of bad things about this person. But one thing I do want to say is this holiday, right, which is a non-religious Pan-African holiday, absolutely does something great for the people that do celebrate it, okay? No one can say anything about the principles because the principles work for the people that are working it. So there's a lot of backstory. He did spend time in jail for this. You can't erase your history, but what you can do is focus on the positive, because as we all know, America is built on very occultic and tragic undertones. Okay? So do what you want, celebrate what you want, just know why you are doing it and the backstory to everything that you do. Anyway, today is December 28th, 2020. Today is my daughter's birthday. Her name is Marisa Antia. She does have a YouTube channel. Go ahead and check out her channel. Subscribe, like, and share. She has a lot of information on her channel about manifesting, okay? Manifesting her best life. She's manifested her beautiful apartment. Her apartment is so nice in a nice neighborhood. The man of her dreams. money, gifts, everything. So support her, say happy birthday to her, show her some love. She has several businesses that you can support and purchase as well, and I appreciate all of it. I'm going to leave all the links below. Y'all have a wonderful day. Until next time, Om Shrim Brizzy.